Hi guys, my name is Lee Kyung-min. The topic of my presentation is Every Kid Needs a Champion. I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents are educators, my maternal grandparents are educators, and for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so, needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good. Some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. Because it's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. But one of the things that we never discuss or we rarely discuss is the value and importance of human connection. James Commer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, "They don't pay me to like the kids, but pay me to teach a lesson and the kids should learn it. Case closed." Well, I said to her, kids don't learn from people they don't like. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I agree with Stephen Covey's idea that you ought to draw through in a few simple things like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood, or apologizing. Tell a kid you're sorry, then they're in shock. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for the kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. It's hard to teach kids who stink, and kids can be cruel. And years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, "Mrs. Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to see what I've become." And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Teaching kids is tough, but it is not impossible. We can do this. We are educators. We are born to make a difference. Thank you so much.